The Air Force sends Captain Irons to investigate a strange spaceship seen over the U.S. During the mission, Irons doesn't know what's happening, but his boss seems to understand. Irons wants to attack, but his boss tells him to wait. He asks again, but they tell him to stop and go back. Irons suspects something is wrong, so he ignores the order and follows the ship to investigate. A man named Jack is camping in the woods with his wife, Lily, and their son, Charlie. An explosion occurred nearby, so Jack went to investigate. Lily attempts to prevent him, but he replies that others may require assistance there. After that, Lily allows him to go, and he drives his van to where the crash happened. When he was close, he saw a man in the road, so he stopped to ask who he was and what had happened. The man is Irons, and he says he just had a car accident. When Jack asked what he hit, Irons simply took him to where the crash happened. When they arrive, they spot the alien spaceship, which Irons refers to as a UAP, or unidentified aerial phenomenon. Jack is surprised, but Irons is interested, and says he's been wanting to see the ship up close for a long time. He also says this technology could greatly change the world. All of a sudden, the UAP opened, and a weird ball came out. Then, a computer voice says it is checking out the planet. When it gets near Irons, he almost grabs it, but a voice tells him he's not good enough to be a guardian. Then, it floats before Jack as a computer voice says he's chosen as the device's guardian. When Jack holds it, the device connects and shows him images. Then, it starts a process to destroy itself. When it blows up, Jack's device makes a shield that protects him, but Irons gets thrown far away. After that, Jack turns into a hero named the Guard and fights crime around the world. No one knows who he is, so people wonder if he is real. At the same time, Irons begins a podcast discussing what the Guard can do. He says the Guard uses alien tech, which he can track, but he needs resources from a man named Argon. Now in high school, Charlie loves the Guard. Charlie wants to discuss where the Guard gets their powers during his energy sources presentation, but his friend, Berger, disagrees. Even so, Charlie continues his presentation. Then, Maya enters the class, and he seems surprised to see her. The teacher then says Maya just moved here from Turkey. Then, we learn that Charlie and his classmates know her. She used to be a student at their school but left some time ago. When class is over, Charlie and Berger go to the baseball field. Berger's parents embarrass him by cheering as he walks to the bench. Charlie is glad they come to his games because his dad is always at a long IT conference. When they sit down, Charlie asks Berger if he invited Lizzie to the dance. Berger claims he waits until the very end because girls like that. Right away, Berger's brother, Big Mac, walks to the bench and says their mom wants Berger to have his fan. Lizzie is at the game with Maya, making a video. She's happy because a good friend she had in the past is now back at her school. Soon after, the coach puts Charlie in the game to pitch against Forrest, who is known as a bully. Charlie throws the ball, Forrest hits it back, and Charlie falls down right away. Later, Charlie arrived home and saw Lily watching the news about the Guard. Charlie asks if the story is about seeing the Guard again, and Lily confirms that it is. Then, she asks if he packed everything and is ready to go to his dad's. Charlie thinks his dad will call and cancel. Then, Lily gets a call from Jack. After Jack became a guard, he was so busy stopping crime that he had little time for his family. Lily divorced him for this reason, but she still allows Charlie to see Jack, even if he is not often there. While Lily talks with Jack, Charlie watches the news and sees Argon. Argon leads a defense company that's been losing money since the Guard began fighting global crime. The reporter wonders if the defense industry will last if the Guard stays helpful, but Argon says we should all worry about what happens when the superhero messes up. Lily and Jack are talking, and Jack says he might need to change when Charlie visits. Lily says that's not okay because Charlie is excited about it. Finally, Jack says yes to Charlie visiting, and they hang up. Soon after, Lily takes Charlie to Jack's house, but Charlie simply enters without acknowledging his father. When Jack gets home, he apologizes to Charlie for not being at his game. At first, Charlie is mad at him, but when Jack gives him a Nintendo Switch, Charlie becomes happy and takes it. Soon after, during a baseball game, Jack complains he can't do a hidden ball trick. Charlie is wrong, and Jack says it's a fake throw. Jack receives a phone call, so he goes outside to talk. When he gets back, he says something urgent came up at work, so so Charlie asks why he can't cancel it. Jack thinks it's important, but Charlie wants to know if it's more important than Charlie himself. Jack seems sad about this. He says he'll be back in a few days and then explain everything to Charlie. Charlie thinks he gets it because Jack is a bad father. Jack is out of things to say, so he asks Charlie to call Lily for a ride home. Charlie will call her right away to say Jack is leaving for work now. When the call is over, Charlie says she will arrive in 10 minutes, so Jack leaves him at the house. Charlie called Burger, not Lily, because he wasn't ready to go home. After that, Burger will go to Jack's house to play games with him and Charlie. Soon after, Burger gets to the house, and he has Lizzie and Maya with him. Charlie is surprised and asks Burger privately why he brought the women after inviting everyone in. Burger didn't want Charlie and Maya to be by themselves, but Charlie doesn't want Maya to come over because he thinks Maya dislikes him. He says he made her switch schools, but Burger believes Maya would not have visited if she disliked him. He also says Charlie should be brave and ask Maya to the dance. Even though Charlie thinks it's a bad idea, he still meets her while she looks through his dad's office. Seeing a photo of Charlie with his father, she wonders if Charlie's birthday is tomorrow, making him surprised that she remembered. Maya says the date is on the photo, and Charlie says he doesn't celebrate his birthdays much because they're often a letdown. He leans on his dad's desk and tries to say sorry for hurting Maya in 5th grade. He accidentally bumped a Newton's cradle and opened a secret door. Maya and Charlie are shocked and want to know what is inside. Burger and Lizzie come into the office, and they think Jack is strange. Right away, Lizzie tries different codes to open the door, saying it's like an escape room where you usually find clues hidden around. Charlie uses his birthday as the code, which opens the door, and then an elevator shows up. They went into the elevator to a large underground room, full of interesting objects. When the lights turn on, a computer says the base is ready. The kids don't understand what it means. While they walk, Maya asks how Jack built this underground place. Later, they find old mission files, and Charlie understands they are in the guard's hidden base. His friends think his dad is the guard, but Charlie thinks Jack works for the superhero. Maya and the others think he's not accepting the truth, and Charlie begins to question if Jack might actually be the guard. Irons is trying to locate the guard by finding the source of his power for Argon. Jack has been very careful, so Irons could not find him. Argon goes to Irons' office and says he wants to stop because he can't find the guard. Irons thinks he can still locate the guard, but Argon argues that he should stop spending the company's money on the search. He tells Irons and his crew they must stop the operation by the end of the week before he leave. In another area, Charlie and his friends spot a big 3D printer. Then, they understand the machine made some parts of the hidden room. The kids are curious about it, so they test it by printing toys and each take one. Burger chooses a magnet-like object, calling it a magnetic wand. Charlie finds a weird bracelet with a screen, and Lizzie accidentally grabs a bag that turns into a jetpack. As Charlie tries to figure out the device, he accidentally shoots Maya with a powerful blast, and she loses consciousness. Charlie worries he hurt her, but Maya wakes up. Her jacket protected her from the hit. Suddenly, Burger shows them a small doorway. He puts his head in, and it comes out of a different doorway somewhere else. Everyone is curious about this, and as Maya grabs a key, the guard's car arrives. The van looks like Jack's, making Charlie wonder if his dad is the guard. Burger asks Lizzie to go to the dance, but she is already going with someone else. Burger is confused and sad that Lizzie will not go out with him. Right after that, Maya mentions the test tomorrow, and Lizzie's wish to help gives her an idea. The next day, they drive to school. During class, the friends help Lizzie cheat on Maya's test by secretly passing her the answers through a small portal. It works okay, but then the teacher notices Burger putting something in his locker and asks about it. Burger says it's a sculpture for a school assignment, but the teacher doesn't believe him and still lets him leave. Virginia, who helps Irons, finds a signal from the guard's power and asks Irons to look at it. Charlie asks his coach to let him play so he can face Forrest again. When Charlie plays, he throws the ball hard with his bracelet, so Forrest can't hit it 3 times. The coach of the other team is shocked, and while people are still trying to figure out how Charlie did it, he and his friends leave school in the G-Mobile. Charlie speeds, so the police pursue his van. Charlie and Maya push buttons, which makes smoke bombs appear on the road. It also uses magnets to move cars and stop the police. Irons and his team still detect the guard's energy, and Virginia thinks the hero probably messed up for the first time in a long time. Irons is pleased. The G-Mobile reaches Jack's house, providing the address. Irons instructs Virginia and Hawaii to go there right away. Charlie then received a message from Jack saying he would be gone several more days, and had only called to wish Charlie a happy birthday. Charlie isn't interested, and when he goes inside, he sees his friends playing in their hideout. Lizzie goes upstairs to call someone, and then Charlie meets Maya. She thinks it's strange that he's only now learning what his dad really does, and Charlie is sad because it feels like they are strangers. Irons came to the house with Hawaii, Virginia, and 2 other men, Wisconsin and Jersey. Irons sees the power is on in the house, so they go inside to check. Charlie also said he didn't know why his father kept being the guard a secret. When he wondered if he was so unreliable, Maya reminded him he couldn't be trusted in elementary school. Charlie was shocked Maya remembered that in 5th grade, he told everyone she had bad breath, which embarrassed her. Charlie is sorry for his actions, as he understands they caused her to leave the country. But Maya seems confused and explains she left the country because her mom got a job in Turkey. In another location, Hawaii discovers the elevator and informs Irons about it. Irons enters the office, sees a picture of Jack and his son, and realizes they are where they need to be. Soon after, they arrived at the secret base. When Maya and Charlie saw people with guns, they quickly hid. When they find Burger, they explain about the armed men, and he gets very scared. Then, he wants to wait for Jack, but Charlie says his dad will be gone for days. Then, Maya remembers Lizzie is upstairs, still talking to the man. Burger says they can't use the elevator to rescue Lizzie, so Charlie suggests looking in the garage for the G-Mobile. Irons reads the guard's updates and knows he is missing. Virginia sees T and thinks someone is visiting. Irons thinks others may be searching the headquarters for the source. He asks Wisconsin and Virginia to investigate while Hawaii and Jersey install signal blockers upstairs. Irons locks the place down so the kids can't get into the garage. Jersey quietly phones Argon, saying they're at the guard's house, but there's a slight issue. Argon is not happy about this and says he is coming now. When the call is over, Jersey spots Lizzie exiting the bathroom and quickly chases after her. Finally, she hides well, and Jersey can't find her. Charlie runs to hide, and he sees the alien thing. He finds it, examines it, and then sees visions of the world ending. Burger and Maya finally say they have to leave, and he keeps the thing. Irons sees the power is gone and warns the thieves over the loudspeaker to return it. He says if they don't let it go, he will have to fight them. The kids are afraid of this, but they don't listen. Later, Argon gets to the house and asks what is going on. Jersey says the bad guys are downstairs, but a child is hiding in the house. He admits the work could get difficult, but his lawyer claims he does not kill children. Argon says he won't kill children, but asks Hawaii if he can kill adults. Argon tells Jersey to kill him, and Jersey does it. Lizzie hides and sees the men. She knows they are not safe. She starts to leave. They hear her walk, and Jersey quickly aims his gun at her. Lizzie tells him her name and pleads for her life, saying she's only a child. Then, a bell rings and Argon asks, "Who's there?" Lizzie says it's her date and she can ask him to go. Her date is Big Mac, and while she tries to tell him to call the police, he is pulled inside. Argon asks why they are at the house and discovers the intruders downstairs are also children. After that, he tells Irons at the office that the intruders are children, like Lizzie and Big Mac. Elsewhere, Charlie, Burger, and Maya understand the mercenaries want the thing they discovered. Charlie describes what he observed, but Burger insists they must hand it over to the enemy for their safe departure. Charlie won't do it because it's his dad's charger. He says they are able to protect themselves, and Maya agrees. Argon uses the speakers to warn them he has Lizzie and Big Mac and will kill them unless they give him the power source before they make a plan. Charlie won't stop, which makes Burger angry because he doesn't want Charlie to die. Maya finally pulls them apart, telling them to cooperate, but Burger wants to work alone. Charlie and Maya begin gathering their things, but they notice Charlie's bracelet needs charging. They realize the charger can power it. As Argon plants bombs, he meets Burger. Even though Burger seemed frightened, he used his wand to knock Argon out and tie him to a chair. Then, he introduces Argon to Charlie and Maya. Charlie and Burger then say sorry to each other for their earlier fight. Argon wakes up, sees the children, and says he is good. He also says the power comes from a device made by aliens, and he plans to use it to improve the world. He also says Jack should have shared it, but he did not. Charlie believes the story, and Argon offers freedom if he gives up the power source. Jack phones Lily during his mission, and she's upset he hasn't told Charlie he's a superhero. Jack will do it when he gets back, and he wants Lily to give the phone to Charlie. Lily is confused because she thinks Charlie is still home. Jack quickly looks at his home security video and sees Charlie, his friends, and some hired soldiers inside the building. Jack seems surprised, but then he goes back home. Charlie tells Argon's men to come to the control room. He will trade Lizzie and Big Mac for their boss. When they arrive, Argon tells Irons to free Lizzie and Big Mac. After doing this, Charlie keeps his word and gives Argon the power source, but Argon orders his men to catch them again. Charlie feels awful that he hurt his friends, but he claims it was only about work. Argon wants to take the power source to his lab, so Irons asks if he will still show it to everyone. Argon agrees, but wants to study it first. All of a sudden, Charlie counts down on his fingers, and then Argon understands he has a fake item. Then the children try to escape, but Jersey throws a bomb at them. Thankfully, they weren't hurt in the explosion, but Charlie lost the power source. After Jersey understands, he tells his boss. Then Argon announces playtime is finished. Charlie and his friends get ready to fight the bad guys. Right before Argon grabs the power, the kids hit him, and the artifact falls. After a long fight with the bad men, Charlie gets the power source back, but then Burger faces Jersey, who shoots at him. Burger was lucky. He used the small portal to protect himself. The bullets hit his school locker, where he kept another one. Jersey swings, but Burger escapes through the portal. The janitor hears a weird noise in the locker and runs to get a teacher. Soon after, Burger and his friends try to leave, but Charlie falls right before almost hitting Irons. Irons tells him to put down the power source before he gets up, but Charlie refuses, saying he won't let them steal from his dad. Irons then asks if his father said someone's face was destroyed so he could get powers and become a hero. He says we all got something special, but Jack didn't share. Irons takes the power source from Charlie, looks at it, and sees strange visions. But then, he brings Charlie to Argon, who quickly demands the energy. Irons won't let go, and when Jersey asks about the children, Argon says to kill them. Irons claims they didn't plan to kill, but Argon doesn't seem bothered. Argon then has his men aim a gun at Irons, so Argon can take the power source. Before Jersey can hurt the kids, Burger uses his wand to take the power source from Argon and throw it into the portal. While Argon is getting it, Big Mac destroys the portal. Argon looks angry and the kids are quiet when he asks where the power source went. Right away, Jack came into the office and said he was just a computer worker who knew about a security problem. Argon asks Irons if Jack is the guard, but Irons doesn't answer. Argon's men stop Jack and ask what he has in his bag. Jack says it's not a problem, but when he opens it, he takes out his glove and shoots at the mercenaries to defeat them. While they were fighting, Jack told his son he was a guardian, but Charlie said he already knew. Once Jack defeats Argon's men, he takes the children out and says he must find the power. Charlie told us the story and how they secured the item. Jack needs it to recharge his suit, so he can fight better than just with his glove. Before they can go, Argon shows up, dressed in Jack's suit, and attacks Jack. Jack falls down, then Argon demands the power source from the children, threatening their lives, causing Burger to reveal its location. Then, Argon and Jersey get in the elevator with Burger. Before getting to the house, Burger takes a grenade from Jersey. As the elevator doors open, Argon tells Jersey to put a bomb inside, and Jersey immediately does it. But before leaving, Argon locks the door, kills him with an explosion, and says he wants no witnesses. Charlie and the others hear a loud bang, and Jack wants to know what is happening. Charlie says Argon put bombs in the building, and they will explode soon. Charlie asks if there is another way out, and Jack replies that there is a hatch in the gym's ceiling. Before they go, Irons arrives and says it will fail because Argon has secured the headquarters computer system with a new password. Because they need to act quickly, Charlie asks Irons to treat his father's injuries, and Lizzie attempts to decode the system to regain entry. He also says that he and Maya will buy new jetpacks for everyone. Irons helps Jack, who is hurt. Jack asks why Irons is helping him. Irons says he saw the visions. Jack says he hopes Irons now understands why protecting it was necessary. He says it was hard because he got divorced and his child now dislikes him. Charlie and Maya went to get jetpacks but became trapped inside the 3D printer. Lizzie hasn't solved the puzzle yet, but right before something bad happens to Charlie and Maya, she opens the system. Then, they grab jetpacks and escape before the building blows up. When they exit, they see Argon's men landing in a helicopter, so Irons decides to stay and fight them off. Argon and Burger get to the school, but the power source isn't in Burger's locker. Burger doesn't know where it is, then his teacher arrives and asks about Argon. He claims to be Burger's uncle, and when she asks about his outfit, he explains he is a big fan of the guard. The teacher sees blood, but Argon says it's just makeup. Then, he says Burger's locker is missing something. The teacher asks, "Is this your art project?" He says yes, and she replies that the janitor saw it glowing before. Then, she says she will get it for them from her office. Jack is sad because their main office closed after 10 years. Charlie is sorry, but he thinks it wouldn't have happened if his dad had told him he was a superhero. Jack said it was hard, but Charlie doesn't think so. He also says he thought his father would believe him, and then Jack tells him he can ask whatever he wants. Charlie wants to know why he and Lily split up, but Jack says it's not simple. He said he wished he didn't have to pick between his family and being a hero, but he had no choice. When they get to school, Jack tells the children to wait in the car while he gets the charger. Because he is lost, Lizzie lends him her headphones before he enters the building. Later, he walks by the trophy case and sees a picture of the baseball team and a trophy Charlie won. The teacher happens to have the battery, but she thinks Argon is bad, so she hits his head and gives it to Burger. Then, he runs inside to the school dance. Jack sees them run, so he chases after them right away. Argon discovers Burger trying to plant a bomb, but before he can hurt Burger, Jack arrives and stops him. Jack can't win without his powers. Charlie feels something is wrong and tries to leave the car, but his friends tell him his dad wanted them to stay. Charlie is sad, but he offers to keep helping from the car. He quickly drove the car at the school and pushed a button to crash through the wall, right before Argon could kill Jack. Argon gets distracted, so Burger throws the power to Jack, who catches it. This lets him get his power back, and he quickly defeats Argon. Then, he hands Charlie the battery and asks him to keep it safe. After this, Jack tries to defeat Argon again, but Argon gets away. Jack returns for the power source. Then Argon appears and threatens Charlie. Jack pleads with him to stop, but Argon demands the energy. Jack wants to quit, but Charlie tells him not to. He also asks his dad to use the machine. That gave Jack a quick idea. He faked throwing the power source, so Argon would free Charlie. Argon was shocked he was fooled. While he was still confused, Charlie threw the grenade at the power source, and Jack abandoned him. This creates a blast, and Argon gas is caught in an empty space. Charlie was also hit by the explosion, and he is now passed out. Jack is scared, but Charlie finally opens his eyes. Jack hugs his son and tells him he is sorry for not being there more. His friends join the hug too, and then Jack says he has to call Lily. When she gets to school, she asks what's going on, and Jack says he already told Charlie about his powers. Charlie is surprised that his mom already knew, but she says they wanted to wait until he grew up before telling him. Lily wants to talk later at home, but Charlie needs to do something else first. Next, he meets Maya, asks her to dance, and she says yes. Later, while Charlie and Jack camp in the woods, they learn the guard must go on a mission. Before leaving, Jack shows Charlie the new phone, and Charlie seems impressed. Once they get in the car, Irons shows up on a screen, announcing he will now guide the guard's mission. Jack asks if they are ready. They say yes, so Jack drives the G-Mobile out of the woods. Jack finds a special alien thing and becomes a superhero, but he starts ignoring his family. Charlie didn't know this, so he always thought Jack was a terrible father. Finally, he learned the truth in a strange way, which showed him how much his dad gave up to save the world.